Just too much. Get back, start another fire. Looking at the clouds, making chance that you admire. And you can't stop them now, 'cause you don't know how.
Okay, YouTube, since I have it pretty much stripped to where I want it, I have the transmission just sitting under it, and it's a hydro. Yep, that's right, I'm sticking a hydro in it. It's an MTD, or it came out of an MTD. In fact, the back half of that Craftsman, custom Craftsman, is where that transmission originally came out from underneath of. But anyway, does it still work? I have no idea. It worked when I pulled it 2 years ago. So essentially it should still work. So I'll change the fluid before it goes in. This shifter's got to move because it's pretty close to touching, and hate for that to get caught up and break. I want to put a second generation steering gear on here. This thing came with the first gen, and it had been already taken off, and I don't have one for it, and I have a second generation. So, gonna have to figure out how to get this in here, because as you can see, this is where it would originally be, and the actual steering gear is all the way up here. So I assume they had shorter, the tie rod or the steering rod is all the way up here, and I assume they had shorter ones on ones with second generation steering. So I have to cut a big hole in it, figure out where I'm going to put it, all that kind of stuff. In the long run, I think this Jeep is going to have to be shortened. Well, not the Jeep, the frame. It needs to be dropped lower. But I only cut out the middle part so it would fit on there so I could get an idea. I think I may even go as far as to cut it up to here and let it drop. But it's going to have to be a lot of measuring. You know that saying, cut once, or measure twice and cut once? Well, that's what's going to have to be. And by the way, I think I can use these things. Look. That's not good. There we go. It looks like it's going to actually fit in there. Oh my God, how awesome. So, Project Jeep's come along. Essentially, going to measure it, cut it all out. Probably going to stop it around here somewhere. I don't think I'll actually use the dashboard. That's going to get cut out too. And then the front of this, it's either going to be just the front grill section mounted to the front, or I may actually sort of do something to get it in there or something. Something. So, without further ado, let's get started.